Salam. I am a revert to Islam and I'd like to share my story. We'll try to make it as short as possible. I grew up in a non-religious environment and was never interested in religion. We celebrated Easter and Christmas, but it was more about traditions. In 2013 I got the scholarship to study in China for 1 year, was supposed to stay for 1 year but living here till today, where I had a lot of group mates from different countries. I met Muslim students and became curious about Islam. I started to learn about it slowly, experienced Ramadan where we cooked all together in the dorm. 2 years after I went back home, I tried to talk to my mom and share my knowledge, but she wasn't interested in listening to me and she thought it's just one of my hobbies. I made up my mind to become Muslim, but one of the scariest things was to disappoint my mom. I was so afraid to lose her. I am the only kid in the family, have always been a perfect daughter for her. So I believed in Allah, fasted, tried to stop all the habits I used to have, but didn't take a step to take a shahada. In 2017 I met my future husband in Bali. Coincidentally he also lived in China in the neighboring city. We started talking to each other and in one of our first meetings I told him I want to be Muslim. He ordered a lot of Islamic books for me and was always there to answer my questions. I decided to take a step and say Shahada 4 months after Alhamdulillah, in the day of our marriage. My mom couldn't believe it and seemed to be very upset, but it got better afterwards. She loves me the way I am and she treats my husband like her own son. Now regarding the hijab, I was so sure I would never put it on because I'm just in love with my short hair, but then we traveled to Egypt and I tried to wear it here and there, and I actually loved it so much. It took some time for me after we came back to China, and one day I just decided to put it and never take it off. One of my biggest hardships is going back home to Russia, which happens only once a year but pressures me so much. The humiliating check at the Moscow airport where I've been detained for 2 hours last time, with officers checking my phone, taking pictures and asking me if I am involved in any terrorist organizations and stuff. People judge and stare so much, especially it gets embarrassing in the neighborhood I live. So yes, happy to be Muslim, hijabi, and happy to live in China where no one cares how I look. Sveta Nabawi.